Talking Buffalo Bills this week, Pat. A couple weeks ago, we dealt with Star Lotulelei opting out of the Buffalo Bills and offering. I said you guys did a tremendous job defending the decision of his that he made for his family not to participate. So last week it was Trey White seemed to be on the fence. He decided to play, but he didn't come back to the Bills without saying that I'm really disappointed in the fans for getting on my case to such an extent that I might not want to play for them. Same case, right?
Yeah, so, here's the thing. The few people that were tweeting at Trey that he should be playing, can we not do that anymore, right? This guy's the best player on the team, and we need him for a very long time. He wants to stick around. He's been very vocal about it. So, any way to not upset that apple cart would be ideal, right? I was a little shocked that, look, if you know Trey White, if you follow him on social media, if you hear his interviews, he's a really smart guy. He was the valedictorian of his high school class. The guy is well-spoken. He's opinionated. You very rarely see it from him. I was shocked. He must have been really bothered for him to come out as hard as he did after, some folks decided to come after him and question his decision.
Well, I think what's interesting about that is a lot of the players are getting these reactions from social media. A lot of them are comments left underneath websites or places where they go, Twitter, Instagram. I guess the other end of this, too, is the unsuring, saying how they're unsure about what they want to do. And I think it's the waffling that gets players really in trouble. We've run into that before with players using it as an excuse to get out. With the Mets recently, a lot of players have been wondering if Yoenis Cespedes, used it as an excuse to get out. I think that's the unsurable end of it. But even players that have just said, I'm opting out for family reasons or health concerns or I'm having my first kid, they're getting it too, which just goes to show you there are a lot of Bills fans that are, no, not now. You can't leave now. When we were, 5-11, yeah, fine, whatever. But now that we could potentially be a contender, you're going to leave now? What difference does it make? It's a pandemic. It's out of his control. No one controls this thing. So if he doesn't feel safe, don't play. I support him 100%. But the fans, some of them, I'm sorry, they just won't grow up.
Pat, I think you have to consider the source too. Social media being this, a lot of times it's just a big cesspool of negativity. It serves Trey White's cause to ignore it, doesn't it? Just to forget about these people.
It does. But some people can do that. Some people can't, right? I understand. Look, I'm with you. I would not have said anything. But we find out in the tweet that he puts out that the grandfather of the mother of his children died from COVID. So, all right, it struck close to home. And on top of that, look, you look at other players around the league. You saw the Kevin Durant story from this week, right? Some guy calls him a weirdo. He then finds that guy's girlfriend on social media and likes 3 of his tweets, right? There are just some people, and I think that competitive spirit, being a professional athlete, plays into it. You just can't ignore it. You need it to fuel you, and if someone isn't into it, well, I'm going to show you why you're wrong, and I'm going to make my point.
But I don't think social media represents us well. It doesn't represent me at all.
Yeah. They're loved, though. To be honest with you, he's probably loved by tons of fans, and he sees them all the time. But then it only takes 20, 30, 40 of the, I can't believe you're going to opt out because of COVID-19s to make you feel like maybe I'm not as loved as I thought I was. Or maybe I'm not, maybe Buffalo, I have a wrong perception of Buffalo and the fans, because if they love me, they would be considering where I'm coming from before telling me how could I leave because of COVID-19 concerns. He's ultimately going to play, but you start realizing to yourself that not everybody loves you if they don't see value in you.